We're here at the confluence of the Ohio, the Allegheny, and the Monongahela Rivers, and welcome you to Acrisure Stadium on the North Shore of Pittsburgh, the home of the Steelers. Here is the Spring League star, Jake Bates, set to get this one going. And off we go here on a Thursday night. This one skips the landing zone, goes all the way over the back line, so the ball will come out to the 30-yard line. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10.
Don't jump. Ready? Tonight.
They'll run it for the first time with Najee Harris. And he's going to be dropped behind the line. Terrific push defensively. They came out of the locker room ready to go.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
He's got his man on the in route. Yes, taken in over the middle. Three plays in and a test. It's 3rd and 2.
Here we go. Tonight.
Pistol snap back to Fields. He'll let this go deep for Diggs. And the Lions will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line.
So anytime a team suffers an early setback like that interception, human instinct says, Mike, we need to get away from our game plan. We need to adjust. I don't think that's the case. There's a lot of game left, a lot of chances to avenge that play and still connect downfield on some of these passes. All proven, though, Mike, they've got to identify what went wrong, let's correct it so we're able to move forward.
Working free downfield, it is Williams. Trying to get to that pylon, not there, but very close. They'll mark him out at the 1. It is a huge play for Detroit. 56 yards. A great chance to convert that early turnover into points. Here's 1st and goal. And he's in. Jamison Williams. Touchdown, Lions. That gives him 14 touchdowns for the year. Bates, good, with the extra point. And the Lions will take a 7-0 lead. So after the touchdown, it's Bates to kick this one away. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he will not bring it out. It's touchback, and this drive will begin at the 30-yard line. Here's 1st and 10.
Here we go. Go.
They'll start this on the ground, and it's Harris. And he surges forward for a gain of about 5. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5.
Here we go. Right.
They'll give it to Harris again. Tough to bring down, and somehow he manages to get 4 yards out of that. Third and a yard.
Here we go. Right.
Fields operating out of the pistol. No chance at all. He'll go down.
Anytime you bring pressure like that, Mike, you're counting on getting to the quarterback before you get beat downfield. The vulnerability of that play call is in your pass coverage, but when you can get home and get to the quarterback that fast, the offense never has a chance to stress your coverage.
Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Williams in motion. On 1st and 10, here's Young. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
You can't fault the quarterback on this one, Mike. He really didn't even have much of an opportunity. By the time he hit the top of his drop and got his eyes downfield, the defense was all over him, and he really had no choice but to just get that ball out of his hand and live to play another snap.
This will be intercepted by Marshawn Lattimore. And the Steelers will have great field position right around midfield.
You know, Mike, anytime a team can go nickel or dime and come off the field with an interception, I just am constantly reminded of the importance of defensive back depth when you're building an NFL roster. I mean, think back. This is not the old NFL base 3-4, base 4-3. Offenses are going to roll out 2, 3, 4 high-level wide receivers at you in this pass-first modern era. If you can't roll out 5 DBs and all of them hold their own and be trusted to hold up, you are going to struggle defending these pass-first modern offenses. Good decision by the quarterback. In this situation, all you're looking to do is have a positive play. He decides to pull it, and that's exactly what he's able to do.
Here we go, side.
Fields now on 2nd down. That's complete to Stephon Diggs. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
Zone route running, Mike, is very simple. Once you come off the line of scrimmage after the ball is snapped and you know it's zone coverage, as long as it's sort of in the area the quarterback expects you to be, my rule was just run where they're not. And when he throws it, catch it.
That one never got started. Too much defensive pressure. They dropped him in the backfield. So after the loss on 1st, here's 2nd and 14.
Here we go. All right.
Working out of the gun, it's Fields. That's over the middle and intercepted. And the Lions will take over here at their own 12. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Here's Young. That'll be caught. It's Jahmyr Gibbs. Love to start any drive like that. 18 on the first play. And a 1st down.
This is a tale as old as time, Mike. It seems that anytime a team forces a takeaway, fumble, or interception, the ensuing drive starts with a shot, a deep play in the air.
Oh, no chance to get rid of that one. Under a heavy rush, he goes down.
The offense goes from feeling really good about the previous play with a real nice pickup to then on the ensuing play ending up going the complete opposite direction. Really nice job here by the defense immediately getting back on track. And what do the coaches say? Just play the next play, and that's exactly what they did.
That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by the former Florida State Seminole. And he is going to score! A pick 6 for the touchdown. Chris Boswell on for the point after. The kick is good. And the Steelers will tie things up at 7-7 here in the opening quarter. So back to level after the touchdown. And time for the kickoff. This will be returned from the 6. Good return here. Brings it up to the 33-yard line. On 1st down is Young. Throwing left side, and it's taken in by Williams. It's been a busy first quarter for him so far. His third catch goes for a first down. From the gun, it's Young. That one to the sideline is over everybody. But now a penalty flag will come in. They may get him for grounding. A second down throw for Young. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing third down.
His offense is doing everything they can to quiet this crowd, and even though they missed on that long attempt, at least it sets the tone that they're going to continue to attack. If they can come up with a completion on one of those downfield passes, it's going to go a long way to settling themselves into this game.
From the gun here on third down, it's Young. Now for the third time in the first quarter, he's been intercepted. Picked up by Joey Porter Jr.
When you find yourself in this situation, Mike, you're on defense, you're defending your own goal line, you got to take some chances. You got to try to force a turnover and make a play and get off the field. That's exactly what this defender did. Takes a chance, bets on himself, and comes away with a pick to save them some points.
Here we go, son.
They send Freiermuth, the tight end, in motion. This drive begins with a run by Harris. And he'll get back maybe to the line of scrimmage, but probably going to be a loss of a yard here.
The speed and the get-off by the big interior defensive tackle, Mike. I mean, he got through there so fast, he almost took the handoff himself.
Hey, Ken. Go.
Off the play action, here's Fields. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing third down.
Don't jump. Ready? Right.
From the shotgun, it's Fields. He'll let this go for Pickens. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a fourth down. On comes the punter now, and he'll be looking for something better after that poor first punt. This fielded inside the 35. Oh, hello. He is stopped in his tracks on that one. They made sure that return was not going any farther. They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Out of the shotgun, Young. Catch is made. That is Williams. And he's taken down on what should be the final play of this first quarter. One quarter. So they come to the line for first down and 10. They'll go play action with Young. Down the field, he's got St. Brown. And he's out of bounds all the way inside the 15-yard line. That pickup good for 29 yards. They can still get a first down at the 1. 1st and 10, they go from the 11. And nothing cooking on that one. He'll be met and tackled behind the line of scrimmage. Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12. Slayton is the man in motion. Throwing on second down, Young. A dive for the end zone, but he loses the football. And the defense has it. Well, he certainly turned that into something on the move. Downfield, looked like he was gaining yards, but then loses control, and the defense comes up with a turnover.
Early on, Mike, it looked like it was going to be a really good play by the quarterback, turning to his legs, getting some pretty good yardage with his feet, but then he failed to not only protect himself, but mostly protect the ball. Defense is able to put a hit on him, jar the ball loose, and now they'll take over after the big takeaway.
Second down and 3.
Here we go.
They put Pickens in motion.
Right.
They fake the jet sweep and will hand it up the middle. And a nice gain, getting this to about the 23-yard line.
I think this second down call, Mike, they were hoping that at worst they had themselves set up for a third down and short. But there's no need for third down. He was able to get enough on second, and they get a fresh set of downs.
Here we go. Tonight.
They go play action with Fields. The pressure gets there, and down he goes back inside the 20-yard line.
And now we're seeing the game kind of go back and forth. Each team trading blows, trying to establish control over the other. Nice chunk play on the previous play. The defense responds back with a sack, and we're going to see which team can establish a little bit more of this control as the game unfolds.
Tonight.
On the zone read, here's Harris. Up the sideline, past the 30. And they're going to mark him down up past the 35.
Well, here he is just taking over this drive from the running back spot. And frankly, Mike, any time the secondary and defensive backs are making a lot of tackles downfield, you know the offensive line's doing their job up front, and we can see the results.
Tonight.
First down, Fields. Quick throw on target to Pickens. And they bring him down, but not until he crosses midfield.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play. And it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest. And that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
Fields now to throw on first down.
The receiver thought he had a nice soft spot in that zone coverage, and he settles down to give a nice target to the quarterback. But the defense had eyes on him the entire time. Secure rally tackle prevents that from turning into a big play.
They'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2.
Here we go, son. Tonight.
Now, Fields. Got a man downfield. It's Wilson. And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line.
There's a reason certain guys, Mike, just always seem to be open. It's really because route running is more art than it is science. How do you manipulate the defense to find open spots or win versus man to create separation and earn the trust of your quarterback?
On the handoff, it's Harris. And the Steelers are going to have a 1st and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
What a great run down here inside the red zone, Mike. It's so important that you still can run the ball. Great job here by the back. I thought for a minute he was going to score. He gets it all the way down inside the 1, and I wouldn't be surprised if they let him finish this drive off.
They'll run the sneak. And he's able to get the ball across the goal line. He's in. Justin Fields. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Certain quarterbacks have a knack for that, and he finds the space to get in the end zone for the touchdown, Greg.
Yeah, just a good old-fashioned quarterback sneak. Kind of a play that's taken the league by storm. Not necessarily the tush-push like we see up in Philly, but just as effective here, Mike.
Boswell now following the touchdown. Back out to kick this one off. They're trying to pin him deep. They'll take this from the 3. And they will finally track him down, but not before he takes this to the other side of midfield.
You know, Mike, for a lot of guys in the league, the best way to make an impact as a rookie is through special teams. And anytime you can make yourself valuable, find a way to contribute, you do it. And that was a heck of a return right there.
He's got his man, that's Slayton. And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard.
You can see the eyes of the quarterback. He's trying to push this ball initially downfield, but with the defense doing a good job keeping a lid on the coverage, he's forced to check this ball down to the shallow route. But this is something that they know in the future. If I need a couple yards, they can come back to this play.
There's a throw right side. Going to be incomplete. Amon-Ra St. Brown, the receiver he was trying to target, and it'll be 3rd down.
I think the biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. At sometimes, he's highly accurate and efficient, but at others, he just misses too many easy throws. Question is, are they going to be able to overcome this quarterback inconsistency and pull this game out?
6 catches for him in the ball game now, and this one's good for a 1st down.
Similar to a tight end, the slot receiver is often considered the safety blanket. He makes all the difficult catches, tends to be a little bit more around the line of scrimmage, and so far today, he's certainly lived up to that reputation.
2 minutes to go here till halftime. Back with more of this Thursday opener after this. They're at the 17-yard line now for 1st and 10. Now some movement up front. Flags down. Mistake-filled first half continues. Throwing is Young. That's the 4th time tonight he's been intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And he is going to bring this one back. A DB's dream. A pick 6 for touchdown. The pick 6 for the score. Greg, that is the one thing this offense did not want to see. And it really is demoralizing to see that happen in that spot.
Absolutely, Mike, and that's one of those cases where you just would like to see the quarterback say, all right, I'm going to live to play another day. Don't force that throw. Don't try to make a play that's not there, because not only do you turn the ball over, you give them an easy 6.
And on the other side, the defense, what a moment. Uplifting for them. Big momentum builder.
Yeah, and that's the way games are shaped in this league, Mike. I mean, you find yourself able to capitalize on a mistake by an offense. You get yourself an easy touchdown. All of a sudden, your sideline finds themselves completely rejuvenated.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Young. That one to the sideline and incomplete, and a penalty flag now comes in late. Maybe no receiver in the area on that one. on second down. Young. He'll let this one go long for Williams. That one broken up. It's incomplete. All over him down the field. It'll set up third down.
He's trying to set the tone here for the rest of the game and let this defense know there is not a blade of grass on this field that you don't have to defend, because he reared back and he let that one eat. And he's got to work a little bit on his touch, a little bit on his accuracy, but I don't think he needs to work on his arm strength.
Young to throw on first down. He's hit as he threw. It goes to the ground, and it's an incomplete pass.
Speculate, Mike, we sit up here and we try to just interpret and assume what's going on in the minds of the players and the minds of the coaches, but they seem to me to be a little bit rattled. All these negative plays have really started to pile up in the first half. He's got to settle down, have some more efficiency on these early downs, and get his offense into some sort of rhythm.
On play action, Young. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
So after back-to-back incompletions, it is now 3rd and 10. Here's Young. He's got his tight end. That's Laporta. His second grab on this drive, good for 11 yards, but most importantly, a first down. To throw is Young. Working free downfield, it is Williams. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line.
That last completion's going to go a long way towards at least finishing this 2-minute drive, Mike, with some points. You're already in field goal range, so now the idea is continue to work the clock down, take a couple shots at the end zone. You want to get points, ideally a touchdown, but either way, you have the ball last before the end of the second quarter.
And this will be incomplete.
So I like the aggressiveness of the call, but as the rest of the game unfolds, Mike, there needs to be better overall execution. A little bit cleaner. Next thing you know, they're going to hit some of those big shots.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Back to the air, it's Young. That's right side and brought in by Williams.
So they have these rules for the receivers, Mike. They call them green grass rules. And the idea is if you're running across the field and you're looking at the quarterback, you're going to stay on the run. If you're not looking at the quarterback, that tells him, I'm going to sit in this soft zone. I'm going to what they call punch and pivot and stop. And that tells the quarterback to put the ball on your chest. That nonverbal communication between the receiver and the quarterback recognizing when you're open, stay open, that's the stuff that makes a lot of these offenses so difficult to defend.
And that is not going to work out as planned. Maybe a tough spot to try to run a play like that. Either way, it's blown up back behind the line of scrimmage. Now from the 7, it's 2nd and goal. They'll bring St. Brown in motion. Here's Young to throw. And he's forced to just get rid of it here. Now they're going to have to regroup and try again on 3rd and goal.
So defensively, there's always the initial pass coverage plan. And then when that breaks down and the quarterback goes into scramble mode, how fast can you then move on to the second phase and what they call plaster, meaning find the nearest receiver and almost play him man-to-man. And it's exactly what they did here, and there was nowhere for the ball to go, and he's forced to just throw it away.
To the end zone there, but it is incomplete.
You can just see the reaction on the sideline. This defense thought they had themselves a critical stop. The mantra down here for all defensive coordinators, Mike, is takeaways, field goals. That's what you're trying to do, and, man, they were this close to coming away with a huge takeaway. And that's a really nice boost here before the break. I mean, you work the clock well, you're able to steal some points. The biggest thing is you're able to build a little momentum now going into the locker room at halftime.
At their own 30-yard line.
First and 10.
Here we go, tonight. Tonight.
Making the read, this is Fields.
Nice job by the defense. They had that one well read from the beginning, Mike. Someone's responsible for the running back, but the key here was the defender responsible for the quarterback. Stays with him, keeps him to a short gain.
Here's a 2nd and 6.
Here we go. Tonight.
They'll keep it on the ground here again. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play.
Score Steelers 21, Lions 10.
All right, Coach, second half, drawing near. Glad to have you back with us here on EA Sports. First half played out a bit as we expected. We'll see if there's a surprise coming up. Both teams set to go, and the second half is underway. Off the play fake. Here's Young. He'll let this one go long for Williams. And that is incomplete.
And here we have another missed opportunity for an offense that have already had a handful of them throughout this game. And let's be honest, Mike, you just can't afford to overthrow a man that's that open, especially when you're trying to overcome a double-digit deficit in the NFL.
Now the first carry for the Alabama speedster, Jahmyr Gibbs. And he'll only be able to muster a couple of yards. Joey Porter Jr. that time up to make the play. They need 8 as they come up for third down. Back to throw, Young. And on third down, that ball incomplete.
Well, at some point, if I'm this quarterback, I think I'm going to start testing somebody else in this secondary. I mean, he's already made his impact felt multiple times today, and it doesn't matter who they line up across from him. Right now, he is completely taking them out of the game.
The punter remains on the sideline. They're going to line up and go for it on 4th down. They'll go. Young. And the rush is going to get there. He'll go down. They were taking a big risk going for it in their own territory. It will not pay off. It's a turnover on downs. They'll come up here 1st and 10.
Don't jump. Ready? Sit high. Sit high.
Give up the middle to Harris. And the defense, good job sticking to their rules. They didn't take their eyes off the running back, who gains nothing.
The big guys in the middle of the defense, Mike, the defensive tackles. So often they're asked to do the dirty work. Keep the blockers off the linebackers. Let them run around and make all the plays. But in this case, this guy's able to shed his blocker, make the stop, and keep it to no gain. So on a day where he's completed, give or take half of his passes, Mike, you have to imagine there's a handful of throws he'd like to have back, and I think that last one falls in that category. But the biggest thing, and most fortunately for them, they find themselves with a lead despite a bit of an up-and-down performance out of their quarterback.
EQ. Right.
Fields from the gun on 3rd down. That is going to be hauled in. He's got it. Touchdown, Steelers. Greg, they take advantage of the good field position and move it downfield for the score.
When you take the field as an offense, there's a little added confidence boost, Mike, when you see yourself this close to the end zone. You get into the huddle, you're anxious to see what the next couple plays are. They're able to take advantage and end up punching it in.
Boswell now following the touchdown. Back out to kick this one off. This one taken at the 7. Oh, he's got room past the 30. And they will finally get him down, but he gets all the way close to the 40-yard line.
At their own 39-yard line.
They'll start this one with a 3 tight end look. On 1st and 10, here's Young. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up 2nd down.
Well, it's pretty clear the main reason why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the inefficiency of this offense and primarily out of the quarterback position. I mean, to complete less than half of your pass attempts, it just makes it very hard to compete at a high level consistently in the NFL. And if they want to find themselves having any chance of getting back into this game and winning this one, he's going to have to get a lot better with the ball.
And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game, Mike. We just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. A run up the middle, it's Gibbs. And they are not going to catch him. He's in. Jahmyr Gibbs. Touchdown, Detroit. Bates, good, with the extra point. And the Lions are able to cut the deficit. It's now 28-17. So after the touchdown, It's Bates to kick this one away. And this one is fielded in the end zone. Will not be returned. So it'll come out to the 30. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10.
Here we go. Set.
On the give, it's Harris. And he finds a little bit of space. He'll take this forward for a gain of 4. Here's 2nd and 6.
Here we go. Tonight.
Pistol snap back to Fields. That's caught downfield by Diggs. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
They call this the alley, so it's the area between the hash marks and the numbers, and depending on what defense they're in, there is a lot of space to be had down those seams. So if this defense doesn't make a couple of adjustments, I wouldn't expect this offense to target any other place on this field.
And he'll get this down inside the 40-yard line. That's a gain of 5 yards.
Here we go. Good. Tonight.
2nd down. It's Fields. Got a man over the middle. It's Pickens.
To negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
Quick throw, taken in. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down. They'll work now on 2nd and 4.
Here we go, tonight. Go.
From the shotgun, it's Fields. That's 3. 3rd time tonight he's been intercepted. And the Lions are going to have it. They'll take over at their own 24-yard line.
Look, Mike, the reality here is that he's just not seeing the field the way that he needs to. Now, give credit. A big part of this is the defense doing an excellent job disguising its coverages all game long. Just before the snap, when he thinks he has the answers, the secondary changes the questions, and they've been rewarded with 3 picks for their effort.
That one good for 29.
Whatever they've talked about in the locker room at the halftime break seems to have worked. They've come out with a new established energy. You could see it when they took the field. Now this offense seems to be building on it because with that chunk play, just a little bit of rhythm that they can build off of. They got a long way to go to get back into this game, but so far off to a good start. So the hope is when you call these underneath drag routes, you're trying to have your tight end come out the backside of the defense in space. So when you put the ball on him early, it leads to big yards after the catch. In this case, they don't get the real big play they were hoping for, but they'll definitely take it.
That one to the sideline is over everybody, but now a penalty flag will come in. They may get him for grounding. The task now, a really tough one. 3rd and very long. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down. The Lions will punt this ball away. As this drive went backwards, he's on to kick it away. Now a fair catch, and it's going to be a long field. They'll take over right about their own 13. Here's 1st and 10.
Angel, Angel, Angel. Here we go. Right.
They run it over center with Harris. And he'll plow forward for a gain of 4 yards.
Here we go, son. Hey, Can. Son.
Play action now for Fields. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down.
Pretty clear approach here, Mike. You're just trying to take advantage of the size of your tight end versus a smaller defender, and you're just saying box him out and go up for an offensive rebound and get the ball at its highest point. In this case, it falls incomplete, but if they continue to get that matchup, this quarterback's not going to shy away from giving his big tight end a shot.
He's got his man. It's Diggs. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
Everyone talks about all the physical qualities to play quarterback in the NFL, Mike, and of course that's a given, but it's really the cerebral approach to the game that separates the best from everybody else, and I think both of those things were on display there, as he did not only a great job of finding the vulnerabilities of the back end, but then once his guy was there, it was that arm talent that put the ball in the exact right spot to allow his guy to make the big play.
The tackle made back at his 48-yard line.
So, both teams.
At the end of the 3rd quarter with the score.
After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13.
Here we go, son. Right.
Working out of the gun, it's Fields. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up 3rd down.
The drag route. We used to say this is day 1 install. Every single offense in the NFL has this sort of route, especially for the tight end position. And depending on the speed and the run after catch ability of the tight end, sometimes it can lead to some of the biggest gains.
Back to throw is Fields. That's into the hands of Diggs. Nice job there defensively to keep him in front of the marker. It's going to bring up 4th down.
This is one of those throws where you're hoping you do most of the damage after the catch, but give credit to the defense. Once that ball was caught, they were on him quickly, and there was nowhere for him to go after the catch.
So the Steelers ready to kick this one skyward as they try to play the field position game here, protecting a 4th quarter lead. And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback, and will come out to the 20-yard line. They'll go play action with Young. He'll get rid of it and complete it. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. A big play and a much-needed one as well. 33 yards.
Here we go.
Young to throw on 1st and 10. Throwing left side, and it's taken in by Williams. 10 catches now in the game. They've gone his way early and often. That one for a 1st down. From the gun, it's Young. He'll look underneath and finds Gibbs.
This guy's really starting to roll now. I mean, his involvement in the passing game just continues to pick up. And until the defense identifies him as a pass threat, I expect this quarterback to keep looking his way.
And the Lions are likely going to be set up with a 1st and goal. He's out of bounds at the 10-yard line. Out of the shotgun, Young. Throw left side, but that's going to be incomplete.
They couldn't quite connect there on that short pass, Mike, and I just think it's worth reminding everyone how different the concepts are down here in the red zone than what the rest of the game plan calls for in the normal part of the field.
Throwing on 2nd down, Young. Under pressure, and down he goes. They got him.
That last sack is exactly why defensive coaches preach over and over. Just play the next down. Just continue to make them snap the ball again. You're one big defensive play from changing everything about this drive. And what once looked like a promising drive, following that sack, looks a little bit different now.
From the gun here on 3rd down, it's Young. And he will score! Game on! Sam Laporta! Touchdown, Lions! Greg, they are pecking away at this one now. Very big touchdown. Gets them right within reach of pulling this comeback off.
Well, Mike, at the very least, they've given themselves a chance, but can they get a stop and get the ball back again for a chance to go down and really make this one interesting?
And he cannot get in. The try for 2 comes up empty, so unable to get within a field goal. The difference remains 5. So, things a little more interesting now. Back to a 1-score game as they kick it away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go. Go.
Fields now to throw on 1st down.
Nice job here by the defense. Did a good job just covering up everything for the most part. So once this ball was caught, really didn't have much of a choice but to just head out of bounds and pick up a modest gain.
Here we go. Right.
Now it's Harris. And nothing on that one. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it.
Well, that 2nd down play call is not real fancy, but at this point, Mike, they are in a battle with the clock. How much time can they run off and try to protect this lead? But now it brings up a pretty interesting 3rd down. Can they keep the ball and finish this thing on offense, or are they going to have to punt it away and have their defense finish the game?
They're going to try to pick this up on 3rd and 8.
Here we go. Right.
Fields now. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down. Fair catch called and made right there at the 25-yard line. Here's the pistol snap to Young. Nowhere to go. He is taken down.
Defense came out in a soft zone, and I think it caught the quarterback a little off guard. He was trying to attack them downfield. By the time he was able to get through his progression to his check down, he ran out of time, and that's all the pass rush needed to get into the backfield and bring him down.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Here's Young. To get this complete, it's Williams over the middle. So, from the 36, it is 1st and 10. They'll run here. And And he tries to get back to the line of scrimmage, but will not happen here. I think he's going to lose a yard.
Every team makes an emphasis on winning first down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, second and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
On second down, Young. And it'll be taken down after a gain of 9 and third down. Coming up. They'll run. And he's going to have the first down, but we do have a flag on the field, and they are already walking backwards. Towels waving, Steeler fans on their feet. It's third down. Slayton is the man in motion. On third down, they'll set up to throw. And that is incomplete. He was looking for Jahmyr Gibbs out of the backfield. And that's going to lead to a fourth down.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just no...
Oh, for the fifth time, he is intercepted. Picked off by Mika Fitzpatrick. And the Steelers are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line.
It's not often, Mike, that everything breaks right for this type of return off of an interception. But, boy, is it beautiful when it does. I mean, look at the defenders just flip around and become blockers, trying to spring their guy to the house. Great athleticism, some great moves on his part. I mean, he's going to have some of his offensive teammates looking over their shoulder for their position.
A give, and here comes Harris. And he's going to be taken down, and that will take us to the 2-minute warning.
Here we go, son.
Here's 2nd and 2. Lone back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. And he'll lose big yardage on this one. Trying to get to the edge. Instead, steps out of bounds well behind the line.
This ball carrier just didn't want to go down. And this defense, they had to throw everything they had at him, Mike. He just kept fighting and fighting. But finally, when they were able to get him on the ground, they were able to do it for a loss.
Here we go, son. All right.
They'll drop to throw. Oh, do you believe it? It's intercepted.
There's not a position on the field, Mike, let alone any sport, where the mental side doesn't come in and impact how well you perform. And in this case, when you've thrown 4 interceptions in one game, I think we can all safely assume some of those mental issues have seeped into his game. And if he can't get settled down, he's playing right into the hands of this defense.
They'll come up for 1st and 10.
Here we go.
A run with Gibbs. A gain there of 16 yards. First down, Detroit.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You got to have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts left. It's 1st and 10. They move Laporta, sending him in motion. Gibbs. And they're going to get him down this time. Not as easy as the last carry. This time they drop him behind the line of scrimmage. 2nd down.
This is what every defense in the league is shooting for, Mike. Negative plays. That's how you kill drives. Force teams to play from behind the sticks. Great job here, taking them down for a loss.
A second down throw for Young. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up third down.
Defense does a nice job here initially using zone coverage to take away the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. Quarterback gets off his first read, sees some openings to the sideline, and him and his receiver are able to connect.
Good-looking screenplay there, a gain of 11 and a first down.
And now after that big completion, Mike, they can't panic yet. They're not into the mode where they're in desperation. They have 2 timeouts in their back pocket. Take a deep breath. Get your best first down play call to your quarterback. A field goal's not going to do it. They got to think touchdown all the way. I think he just rushed that decision just a little bit downfield. I mean, it's one thing to trust your guy to make a play in tight coverage, but I think if he was a little bit more patient in his progression, there was an easier throw out there that wouldn't make him have to throw such a tight window ball and put his receiver in a tight spot.
They'll get about 6 before he's taken down. And Detroit's going to use their second timeout, and they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game.
This is how you really judge quarterbacks operating in the NFL. This is not 7-on-7. This is not summer camp where the quarterback can't be touched. Everybody can throw the ball from a clean pocket. Can you operate under the fire and be on time, in rhythm, and be accurate with the ball with contact? And we saw it played out perfectly here. His ability to push the ball downfield, knowing that hit was coming, that's playing quarterback in the NFL.
And that is not going to work out as planned. Maybe a tough spot to try to run a play like that. Either way, it's blown up back behind the line of scrimmage. What's the play call here? 4th down and 7. They'll go. Young. And I had to take a chance on 4th down, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Dante Jackson.
All right, Mike, file this play away. If they're able to hold on and pull this game out, we're going to look back on this as the pivotal moment of this game. Oftentimes, it takes that one big moment to sway the outcome of a game, and no bigger play than a pick deep inside your own red zone.
Victory formation here as he's down to a knee.